Hi everyone. Okay, so today I kind of want to use this video to present two topics. And the first topic is about me coming out on Facebook. For those of you who don't already know, get ready. Um, I'm letting you know right now that I identify as transgender. And I've identified this way for about 2 years, but honestly, it's something that has always been there, and I'm talking like since I was a little kid. I just didn't know how to like express it. I didn't know what it was. And going to college and learning about myself, I realized this is who I am. Sorry, I'm an infectious disease right now, so if I cough or sneeze or just do this, just understand that I am dying right now, like on the inside and on the out. I'm afraid my face is it affecting my face? No, I'm still pretty. Okay, never mind. But anyway, so for those of you who don't know or didn't know, this is who I am. I've been on hormone therapy for about 5.5 months, and it's been crazy. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I really debated my life in making this decision. And honestly, I sometimes still do. I couldn't tell you what the right or wrong answer is. But what I do know is that I'm happy and that I'm making changes to keep my happiness consistent. Life is so hard already. It's hard enough that we have to try to figure out who we are. And in this case, I realized that I wanted to be a woman. And I always knew it, but I just didn't know how to say it. And I didn't know how to just become it. It was a lot of ignorance. And once I found a really good friend who actually told me that I was transgender, I would have never known. And I looked into it, I researched it, I realized that this is who I am, and I spent all of my freshman year of college just understanding it. And the sophomore year of my college, which I think I'm still a sophomore, but I'm trying to get out of that, is learning about how to love myself. And now I'm at the point where I really do look in the mirror and love who I am. And that's something that I didn't do before. I don't know if you guys all noticed it. I know you guys saw me and you were like, why is that such a hot mess? So I'm just kind of clarifying that this is who I am. And the thing is that I will never force you to try to call me Jasmine or use gender pronouns such as she or her. If you don't feel comfortable in doing that, you don't have to. But I just want to say it right now. Please don't be offended if I just cut you off or if I decide that I don't want to associate with you. It's not a personal thing. It's just I can't have people around who don't support me. And that's fine. We can still be kind of friends, not all the time, but you have to understand that these are the precautions I've made for myself in order for myself to be happy. And honestly, I love every single one of you, even if you think I'm a huge creepazoid or not, because you're my friends. And some of my family. If some of my family is watching this, I just want to say I'm happy. And even if you think it's weird, I'm happy. And like I said, the same thing goes for you. I will never force myself upon you, but if you can't accept me, you don't have to be in my life and I don't have to be in yours. Okay, now that it's all done and we got that all out the way, I now want to talk about the second topic, which is updating those who have been watching me since I started, taking videos of more hormone treatments. So the last time I uploaded a video, it was at my 1 month mark. And I just couldn't believe it. I've been on estrogen, I've been wanting to take estrogen for so long. It was like this process. And finally I hit the 1 month mark. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, 5.5 months later, this is where I'm at. And I could never be happier. But I kind of want to talk about what goes on in those 5.5 months. I really am sorry that I didn't get to document the changes that I was going through because I feel like those changes are very vital. And I apologize to the transgender community and also just the community in general to not educate you on these things. I know that there are other people, but I just wanted to give you my perspective. So I'm going to try to kind of sum it all up and just trying to give you the whole groundwork of it because it's pretty interesting. So my last time I made my video was 1 month, and around that time I was seeing little changes, definitely hormonally. I have no sex drive, no testosterone, and I could kind of feel it. It wasn't until my second or third month marks that I realized that, oh my gosh, I'm super hormonal. I was crying all the time. I had so many feelings. I would be antsy. I'd race around. I seriously invested in chocolate. Seriously, like invest in chocolate if it's a great investment. But it was just really hard. And I don't know how people feel. I know that universally, it's a different way for each transgender person. But I know for me, one of the things I struggled with I still struggle with it, is feeling like a freak. I still have shame and guilt. And throughout my process, that was one of the things that kind of stayed. As well as like the regular changes, like what do I wear, like how do I wear it, do I, ask people to call me she, do I tell people to call me he, should they call me David, should they call me Jasmine? It's really confusing. And, for a long time I was, really hard on myself. And, I still am, I'm not gonna lie. It is a really, really rough, path. And so it's really complicated. One of the things I try to do is I try to keep my friends around me because they're my biggest support. And whoever you have to support you, keep them around you because they're going to help you when you fall. Now, to kind of talk about the shame part, I don't know who's feeling this, but just to let you relate, it kind of feels like you walk outside and you feel like an abomination. You feel like, everyone's staring at you and thinking you're weird. And that's something hard to cope with, I didn't know what to do. I felt really scared. And I still sometimes do. I just want to remind you that you are beautiful. And you shouldn't have to feel ashamed. You should love yourself. God makes no mistakes. And just tell yourself that no matter what they think, this is your happiness. And for those of you who don't necessarily understand, how a transgender person thinks, just try to understand that it's not easy on us either. And I know that that can be said, but I mean it when I say it's hard. If you ever see someone, a man in a dress, or a woman trying to pass as a man, we come across those. I clearly am one of them. You know, trying to look at them in different eyes where they're just trying whatever they can to be happy. That's just what it is. It's not the easiest way, and it is hard, but we do what we can to ensure our own happiness. Otherwise, life will be hell, and we jump off bridges everywhere, just bridges everywhere. And oh, by the way, clothing changes. Oh my gosh, I started looking different. Okay, just so to kind of backtrack, I started looking different around 4 months. My face, my chin and neck started changing. My face structure started getting sharper. My cheekbones are ridiculous and like really sharp and full. I feel like my grandma because she's beautiful. And just a lot of changes, and your body changes too. I have breasts now, and that happens after a couple months. I mean, I formed breath. breasts. I noticed I was growing breast tissue, way just in my 1 month stage. But now as time goes on, they get bigger and you do need support. I've had several coworkers be like, did you wear your bra today? And I'm like, no. I do wear a bra. I do. I got a Victoria's Secret. It was so worth it. I get it. I get it now, everyone. It's okay. I get it. Sorry, I'm just dying. So yeah, it's crazy. But you look in the mirror and you think, oh my God, it's who I am. This is who I am. So one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to make this video was so that I could also document, my facial hair and how that's going, because I really hate it. God, I hate it. If I could just get this all off, I would, which I am. Funny enough, I'm going to get laser hair removal on Wednesday, and I'm so excited. I'm also nervous. I got a test run the other day, and I got these 2 bumps, but it's only because I didn't put sunscreen on. Turns out I have to put sunscreen on all the time, and I have to wear a hat. So all I'm missing is sunglasses, a scarf around my neck, and a mojito. And I'm like the classic, desperate housewife of Beverly Hills. But, not like the 2014 version, like the 1945 version, and I'm in black and white, and it's all no, okay. But yeah, so I'm getting that done. I'm so excited. It's almost like I can't even imagine that it's happening, but it's happening. One thing that I do want to mention before I go is the aspect of love. And that's something that I have come across recently, and I honestly am struggling with it now. Kind of just let you guys know a little update. But anyways, we'll talk about that later because my roommate's here. Anyways, bye guys. Love you.